Hi everyone, and welcome inside Mountain America Stadium for the Sun Devil Source 2-Minute Drill. I'm Gabby Chernoff, he's Chris Cartman. We're here following Kenny Dillingham's weekly Monday presser. Some good news that many Sun Devil fans can find some comfort in as ASU travels to Oklahoma State this weekend. Sam Leavitt is medically cleared to play.
Yeah, Dillingham said 60 to 70% likely to play. They want to see how he practices with the rib injury, but signs are very positive. So that would be a big boost. And then also Javen Robinson left the Cincinnati game with an apparent shoulder injury. He was in a sling. He's cleared and ready to go as well. So this may be the healthiest that ASU's been all season, which is impressive considering how late it is in the schedule.
And then this Oklahoma State team hasn't performed probably to expectations of what people thought they were going to do this year. They're 3-5 overall. They're on a 5-game losing streak, and they're still seeking their first in-conference Big 12 win. But Mike Gundy, just an incredible coach with such an amazing tenure as part of that Oklahoma State program. 18 consecutive seasons with at least 7 wins. So how does Kenny Dillingham and the Sun Devils go into that house knowing that it's going to be a pretty loud game?
Yeah, Dillingham spoke glowingly about Gundy last year also. They had a visit on the field. Accomplishing that in the Big 12 when Oklahoma and Texas were part of that league, extremely impressive. They've had some bad injuries this year, 2 of their top defensive players and others out, and that's, I think, had a spiraling effect for them negatively, but still a very difficult opponent, and the resilience and that consistency is something that Dillingham talked about wanting to model from a toughness and a competitive nature standpoint.
And then going on the road, we've kind of noticed a trend of things that happen at home and maybe 4th down scenarios, things of that nature, play out a little bit differently on the road. So we also talked about being a little bit more conservative on the road, and of course as they head to Oklahoma State this weekend. So what does that look like for them?
Yeah, this is just like the trend of going from kind of a bad program to becoming good and not being quite there yet. On the road, that's where a lot of your blemishes are going to show up more. They've been much less successful at converting 4th downs. They've had their field goal struggles. And Dillingham just said to try to give his team an emotional stability or a boost, to not have those big, long lulls within games. He's talked about maybe being a little more conservative, punting in some situations where he probably would have gone for it in a lot of other years, and that it just sort of dialing in his understanding of his team.
Well, we'll see if that conservativeness bodes well for Arizona State as they head to Stillwater, Oklahoma to take on the Oklahoma State Cowboys this week. And we'll, of course, have you covered all week long as they get set to do so. Until next time, Gabby Chernoff, Chris Cartman for Sun Devil Source. Thanks for watching.